Good morning, students. In B.Ed second year, there is a subject that is understanding discipline and subjects. Today, our topic of discussion is nature of school subjects and disciplines. Education aims at all-round development of learners intellectually, socially, emotionally, and morally. To achieve this goal, knowledge is organized and taught in the form of disciplines and school subjects. Understanding the nature of these disciplines and subjects helps teachers plan effective teaching, link knowledge with life, and promote critical thinking among students. Now, meaning of discipline. The term discipline originates from the Latin word disciplina, disciplina, meaning instruction, training, or knowledge. In education, a discipline refers to a branch of knowledge or field of study that has a specific area of inquiry, defined concept and principles, a systematic method of investigation, and a body of established knowledge. For example, physics, chemistry, biology, history, mathematics, sociology, psychology, etc. Each discipline has its own language, methods, and ways of constructing knowledge. For example, science uses experimentation, while history uses interpretation of events. Now, meaning of subject. A subject is a school version of a discipline. What? A subject is a school version of a discipline, a simplified and age-appropriate forms of knowledge designed for teaching and learning in classroom. It is selected and structured from broader discipline to meet educational goals. For example, the discipline physics becomes the school subject as the science in junior classes. The discipline history becomes the subject of social studies. Thus, subjects are the pedagogical adaptation of disciplines. Now, the relationship between discipline and subject. First is nature. Discipline is systematic body of knowledge, whereas subject is a school version of discipline. Purpose. Discipline is the creation and advancement of knowledge, whereas subject is transmission and understanding of knowledge. Now, audience. In discipline, there are the scholars and researchers, whereas in subject, there are learners, that mean student and learners. Now, aspect. The example of discipline is economics, physics, psychology. Subject are like a social science, general studies. In short, discipline focuses on knowledge generation, while subject focuses on knowledge dissemination. Now, nature of school subject. 1. Organized knowledge. School subject represent organized area of knowledge divided into units, topics, and subtopics for better understanding. Second, pedagogical structured. Subjects are designed considering students' age, background, and cognitive level. For example, science in class 5th is taught with example and activities, while in class 10th it includes detailed concept with experimentation. Third, dynamic and evolving. School subjects are not fixed. As knowledge grows and society changes, school curricula are updated. For instance, environmental studies was added to address modern environmental outcomes or environmental concerns. Fourth, interdisciplinary nature. Though subjects appear separate, they are interlinked. For example, geography connects with history and economics. Science relates to mathematics. Fifth, social and cultural relevance. Subjects are selected to reflect social needs, cultural values, and national goals. For instance, civics or political science promote citizenship education. Now, nature of discipline. Systematic body of knowledge. In discipline has a logical structure, key concept, and theoretical foundation. For example, biology studies living organisms through scientific method. B. Method of inquiry. Every discipline has its own method to construct knowledge. Science is as observation and experimentation, history as source analysis and interpretation, mathematics as logical reasoning and proof, sociology as survey and field study. Now, C. Specialized language and concept. Disciplines use specific terminologies like as gravity in physics, democracy in political science. D. Continuous expansion. Disciplines grow with research and discovery. New subdisciplines emerges. For example, biophysics, environmental psychology, etc. E. Social construction. Disciplines are not natural entities, they are human made. Framework of organizing knowledge. They develop according to the social, cultural, and historical context. Next point is interrelationship among disciplines. Modern education emphasizes the interdisciplinary approach because knowledge is interconnected. For example, environmental studies combine science, geography, and sociology. Psychology and education together form educational psychology. Mathematics support learning in physics and economics. This approach promotes holistic understanding instead of isolated learning. Now, educational implications. 1. Curriculum design. Teachers should understand the structure of discipline to design, integrate, and meaningful lessons. Pedagogical approaches. Each subject requires different teaching strategies according to its nature. For example, experiment for science, discussion for social science. Third, interdisciplinary learning encourages students to relate knowledge across subjects. Relevance to life. Teachers should connect subject to real life experiences of students. Fifth, critical thinking. Understanding how discipline develops knowledge helps students question, analyze, and create new ideas. Thus, the nature of school subject and disciplines reveals that knowledge is not fragmented but interconnected. Disciplines are the sources of organized knowledge, and school subjects are their simplified forms used for learning. Understanding this relationship enables teachers to make learning meaningful, integrated, and relevant to students' life. Thus, now the summary. Discipline, systematic body of knowledge with specific methods and theories. Subject, school level adaptation of a discipline for learning. Nature of school subject, organized, pedagogically structured, dynamic, socially relevant. Nature of discipline, systematic, specialized, method-based, expanding, socially constructed. Educational implication. promotes interdisciplinary, meaningful, and contextual learning. Thus, I think that it's enough for this day. Once go through it in detail from your books and textbooks. What the topic is nature of school subjects and discipline. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you very much.